Hi guys, welcome back to Tech with TJ. Today what I have for you is a review and kind of how I use it over the iPad M1. It's, an older device. I think 2021 I want to say is when it came out. Uh, it has the M1 chip, 128 gigs of storage. I have the Apple Pencil 2 with it, and it's I just bought this. It's a new used, I guess is what you can say. I bought it off of eBay for $350, and I bought the Apple Pencil on eBay too for $50. What I wanted to do is just show you why I got it, show you that it still is just as good as it was when it first came out, and to show you guys that you don't need to spend the 1,000 plus for a brand new one when the older generation works perfectly fine. So let's get into this review and kind of just a showcase of it. Alright, so now what I wanted to do is just talk about, that how fast this iPad is, and to do that, I'm going to run a 3D benchmark test, and I'll show you guys a clip of it and the pictures, things like that, so that way you can get a feel for how fast this chip is. The 3D benchmark test is, it's a good measure, I guess, but it's not like, it's kind of hard to tell, with a number on your screen on, oh yeah, that's good, oh, that's not good, stuff like that. I can tell from, personal experience, I guess, of using it, that it feels fast, it feels snappy. It's just, what I need and what I do. It it's perfect for like I said, for my use case. Maybe not for yours. You may need, like the newest, the greatest iPad, but for me, the M1 chip is perfect. I get the Apple Intelligence stuff, which hopefully, I guess will get better or even come out. Um, I use it a lot for creating the thumbnails. That's actually why I got this iPad, is to create thumbnails and to have some a portable device that if I have to, I can edit off of. Um and like I said, it was $350, so that's just as cheap as the iPad, the base model. So uh I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so now that we're done with the benchmark test, I just wanted to talk about, like I said, my use case, how I use it, and why I think that it's still, relevant. Um, this iPad is it's a very big screen, so I got the 12.9-inch one, so it's the big screen. It's got not perfect, I guess, but very color accurate. So like I said, for that video editing and YouTube thumbnail making, it's pretty easy to use. Uh, I use just like some Procreate, things like that. It's kind of like a photo editor. I don't like subscription stuff, so I don't use the Adobe at all. But Procreate, things like that, just have a one-time fee, and I'm good with that. The Apple Pencil 2 I really like. I've actually never. I had the iPad, the 10th gen, just the base model, and I used the pencil on that a little bit, not as much because um I had like the Logitech case. I don't know what they call it, but I had the Logitech keyboard case with the Logitech pencil, and I used it a little bit, but not too much, and it was all right. The main thing that I wanted to do with the pencil though is, like I said, learn how to better edit photos and things like that, because I know that you can do it with your finger and kind of dragging your finger along the screen and stuff, but I think the pencil's more accurate, and so that's why I got the second generation pencil. And so far, I really like it. I've seen a lot of people complain about the Apple Pencil in general, not just the second generation, just uh overall the idea of it. And I think it's pretty good. I write notes down with it. I use Apple Notes and the Freeform. I use all the Apple stuff because it just comes on the iPad to begin with, so it's easy to use. And so far I really like it. The pencil is, show it real quick. As you can see, it's pretty small. Uh, that's what it looks like. Fits in my hand good when I'm writing down things like that. Uh, yeah. I was getting it back on my iPad here. The screen feels like very smooth, so when you go between screens, things like that, pretty smooth. Like I said, the size of it is pretty good. The how I use it, I think that it's a good purchase for anyone that's considering getting an iPad and um just and wants good value for their money. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. I just was coming out here to tell you guys that pretty much I scored a really good deal on an iPad. Um, the M1 chip is still capable today. The MacBook that I use is the M1 Pro, which I'm gonna do a video on here soon about how it's still relevant, even though they're rumored to come out with the M5 and the M6. I still think that the M1 is a great buy. Uh, but yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. If you have this iPad or if you have a better one, comment down below. Say your experience with it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.